What's going on, guys? It looks like I'm back. Georgia wins the national championship for the second time in a row. 2 years in a row. Now we have a new season that has begun. This Saturday, South Carolina GameCocks versus the University of Georgia Bulldawgs. Yes, my Bulldogs. They are coming into Athens, Georgia, and playing between the hedges. We know how that game worked out last year. Will it work out again tomorrow? We will see. Now, I'm not worried about Georgia's defense. Georgia is always going to have a great defense as long as Kirby Smart is a head coach. The one thing I am worried about is the offense. Now, I know that Georgia has played two rinky-dink teams, and yes, they've won them both. But they started off playing slow instead of coming out and playing fast. They came out and was playing slow right out the gate. That is going to have to change. That is going to have to get better. I don't know if it's because they didn't want to open up the playbook against these last two opponents, and that's why they came out playing sluggish and slow, or if that's just the team couldn't get it together. The last game against Ball State, Georgia didn't get on the right page until about the third quarter. We cannot do that against South Carolina. Now, I know they say South Carolina don't have a good run game. Their defense is poor against the run game. But I'm going to tell you, we don't have a running game. And y'all can disagree with me or agree. But I will say, from my point of view, I don't see a running game as of right now like we had last year. Now, I don't know if that'll improve when Dejon Edwards comes back after he gets healthy, or if that's just the way it's going to be. I think our backs are not like the Todd Gurleys, the Sony Michel's, the DeAndre Swifts, the Nick Chubb, Our backs isn't like that. I haven't seen no breakaway speed from our running backs. Now, could that be because our offensive line cannot open up holes for the running backs? That's another question you could ask. But I will tell you who I think they should keep putting in the backfield as a running back on certain plays or certain design plays, and that's Dylan Bell. Now, I know he played running back in high school, and then when he got to Georgia, they moved him to receiver. But to me, it looks like his best fit is at the running back position. And let me ask you this, or I won't even ask. I'm going to put it out there. Bobo's play calling the last game, why on third down on your goal line you put a small running back in there in Cash and you don't get in the end zone? Why didn't you play action pass? Why didn't you fake it to him and throw it in the end zone? Bobo's play calling, and I know a lot of people is probably going to disagree with me, but so far to me, Bobo's play calling looks like it did when he was coaching with Mark Richt, when he was Mark Richt's offensive coordinator. It looks like he's right back to his old play calling ways. I don't think he even really mixed anything up these past two games. And I'm not saying because or he don't want to show his plays right now. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that I haven't seen him mix nothing up. Bobo his play calling was predictable this last game against Ball State. Hell, me sitting on the couch, I knew what he was going to do before they even did it. Hopefully, he'll come out and call a way better game against South Carolina than he has these past two games. And he's going to have to. Now, I know he's not a Todd Monken. Todd Monken could call plays, and I do understand Bobo is no Todd Monken. What is Georgia picked to win by? I don't know if it's went up any, but from what I last seen, it was like 27.5 point favorite. Could Georgia win by that many? Yeah, we can. But it's going to take a lot of execution. And you talking about Carson Beck's first SEC starting as quarterback. Now, a little thing about Carson Beck, to me, from what I've seen these past two games, I know this is his first time being a starting quarterback, but he he is going to have to do a better job as a leader. These past 2 games, I did not see Carson Beck as a leader. He wasn't going up and talking to his offensive lineman at the line of scrimmage. He wasn't talking to his running back when the offense went off of the field. I didn't see him one time, neither game, go up and talk to his offensive lineman. I seen him go to the sideline. Then he stand on the sideline by an assistant coach or a helper and talk. I would like to see Carson Beck start becoming that vocal leader for this offense. And I can tell you, I've said it in other videos many times before, even when Stetson Bennett was the quarterback. I hate seeing these screen passes out to the receivers when you don't have enough blockers out there. Why do you keep doing it? Why, when you don't have enough blockers out there and you throw a screen pass to the receiver, thinking it's going to gain you yards, but it's not, because you don't have blockers to block the defenders? Now, I do expect Georgia to come out with the win. I don't see South Carolina winning this game. I think our defense, and I'm not going to say I think our defense will win this game, but I don't think Spencer Rattler and the Gamecocks offense is going to be able to move against Georgia's defense. Now, I'm sure that they're going to get a few yards here and there, but I don't think they're going to be able to do it all 4 quarters. I don't see Spencer Rattler throwing the ball deep because you got Malachi Starks back there, one of the best safeties in college football. And he's only a sophomore? The South Carolina Gamecocks versus the University of Georgia Bulldogs. I am ready to watch this game. We will find out tomorrow who prepared for this game during the week. We will find out tomorrow who is going to be the better game plan for this game and who calls the better offensive game plan. Will Mike Bobo want revenge against South Carolina, being as he coached at South Carolina, was their offensive coordinator? We'll find out. I appreciate y'all watching this video. Y'all do me a favor. If you're new to this channel, hit that like, subscribe, and share button. If you hadn't already, y'all have a wonderful Friday afternoon. Go Dogs.